Good afternoon and welcome back to another rendition of Hammer's Headlines. This is your 6th of April update. Of course, we take some stories from the world of West Ham and bring them to you in a short, sharp video, giving you and looking for your opinion on the topics that we are talking about. If you're new around here, please make sure you go and subscribe to the West Ham Network channel. We're on a route to 20,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button. There's a little bell notification alongside that. Hit that bell notification. That will notify you when we do these shows. This show today is in association with our channel partners, all the guys over at kumb.com. Go and check out their website, their channel forum, and of course their YouTube channel. And we are in for a humongous week and a day tomorrow as West Ham are ready and get ourselves ready to go into battle versus Lyon in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. I am absolutely buzzing. I'll be there loud and proud singing with all the fans, and it will be as loud as we can make it, and we'll be the 12th man, and that's what it's all about. But we'll get into today's stories, and the first story of today is the fact that Declan Rice will be walking on a tightrope in the first leg of the Europa League clash against Lyon this Thursday. The England international will be aware that if he receives a yellow card in either leg of the quarterfinals, that would result in him being suspended for a game, which would either come in the second leg or a potential semi-final first leg. After the last 8, Rice's disciplinary record will be wiped, meaning that he has to get through both legs of the Lyon tie without being booked in order to avoid suspension. Given this possibility, David Moyes, you would think, may be a little bit wary of pushing Rice too hard throughout the tie in case he makes a challenge that warrants a yellow card. However, Rice is crucial for West Ham if we're to reach the next round of the competition, and it's a no-brainer that he's going to be playing, and it's a no-brainer that he's going to be getting stuck into each challenge as per normal. So don't doubt for a second that he won't start, nor will he give 100%, as we know that is not how Moyes works. Please leave your comments in the comment section and let me know about your thoughts on the fact that Declan Rice is one booking away from missing potentially another game. We'll move on to the next story, and that is a former West Ham player, European Intertoto Cup finalist winner, Markkeller, has been passing some comments on to West Ham about the quarterfinal opponents, Lyon. The former French international, has been involved with the Ligue 1 High Flyers Racing Club de Strasbourg. They're currently flying in Ligue 1 just now. He made 57 appearances for West Ham, 7 caps for France, and he was a member, like I said, of the 1999 Intertoto Cup winning side. And he believes Lyon have saved their best for European competition this season. And he went on to say, look, Lyon may be only sitting in 9th place, but despite Sunday's win over Angers, but please don't be deceived by that, because they are still one of the top football clubs here in France. Their president is a good man who's been in charge for 35 years now, and he's taken this club from the second tier of French football, built a new stadium, and given the fans some fantastic moments, whilst also bringing stability too. For many years, Lyon have been used to fighting for a place in the top 3, and although they aren't doing so well, as usual, in the league at the moment, believe me, they're heavily focused on the Europa League quarterfinal because it's now become their best route into next season's Champions League. Keller's current team that he is president of, sitting 4th in League 1, or League 1, I should say, just 2 points outside the Champions League places and 6 points ahead of Thursday's visitors, Lyon. And he goes on and he says, it certainly hasn't been easy, but we're now back in the top tier. It's incredible. As president, I look at the 3 clubs above us, PSG, Marseille and Rennes, and cannot even begin to compare budgets of any of those teams or the likes of Lyon, who have some really excellent footballers in their squad. Something, there sounds a very strong similarity between the 2 clubs, a similar story when you compare West Ham's situation. And Keller, of course, holds West Ham, the club, close to his heart, because he says, I still watch West Ham on television every single weekend. It's really good to see them having another top season too. So he says, I'm so pleased for the French players. Zuma, Areola, Diop are all playing well, and I appreciate the journey they've made to get to West Ham and the Premier League. Certainly, this quarterfinal is going to be a really tough contest for both teams, and we all know it is. Make sure you join me tonight, 9 p.m. live, where we'll be doing our preview of the quarterfinal against Lyon. and it'll be an interesting video. So let's move on to our next story, and that is of Darwin Nunez. Remember that name? Yes, that guy we supposedly bid 50 million quid for back in January. Well, a respected European football expert has made an exciting claim about Darwin Nunez joining West Ham. Signing a quality striker for us is right at the top of the agenda for Mr. Moisey at West Ham. And after failing to get a forward signed in the last 2.5 windows, that has to change this summer. And West Ham have dropped a massive hint about the man that they want and tried, but failed to buy Darwin Nunes from Benfica in January. Speculation is rife amongst many players coming to West Ham, and that will move. But it also is up there by saying that West Ham will move again for the Uruguayan when the summer window opens in June. West Ham interest has also alerted other clubs to the likes of Nunes. Tottenham and Inter Milan are also reportedly interested in him. Nunes has showed his quality at the highest level with Benfica, scoring a goal against Ajax, which sealed their place in the Champions League quarterfinals. And he was on the score sheet again last night in a defeat to Liverpool to take his Champions League tally this season to 5 in 9 games. The 22-year-old West Ham target impressed against Liverpool last night. If you watched the game, he was clearly impressive. However, European football expert Andy Brassel gave an insight into the kind of player Nunes is and where his future could lie. And it is potentially good news for West Ham. He spoke to TalkSport and he said that Darwin Nunes has already been pretty closely inclined to the Premier League a couple of times. Benfica decided they wanted him so badly from Almeria that they paid a lot more than they intended to pay in the first place, over 20 million euros. But he's proved absolutely worth it. I think they've bought him. They did have in mind they would sell him to a Premier League club at some point. And he's got all the attributes that make you think he would end up in England at some point. He's strong, he's physical, can hold the ball up. He's a great finisher, of course, but he can also run the channels as well, which is something that we know that David Moyes is absolutely looking for. He's just a bull of a centre forward. He occupies defenders, and he's not just one defender, but central defenders so well. Despite everything that's been going on around him, change of coach, he's been getting his head and been doing brilliant. West Ham are very interested in signing him, but wouldn't go up to the 60 million euros that Benfica wanted in winter. And I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up there at some point. And with reports that West Ham sent scouts to watch him, do you think we'll end up with Nunes this summer? Will he be our main number one striker target for this summer? Listen, transfer rumours are coming out wild like you wouldn't believe. That's why when we do these shows, we put a stipulation out. We say right at the start that we're not an ITK. We don't proclaim to be an ITK. We're just bringing you the West Ham news, and we're trying to see would they fit into our system. He seems to, on paper look like he could fit our system. So it'll be an interesting one to see. I can't see West Ham paying 60 million euros, but I can see us making a few signings of statement of intent this summer to build upon the progress that we have made this year. So that brings an end to our Hammers headlines for today. Like I said, if you are new around here, please go make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you do hit the thumbs up. If you want to become a channel member, you can click the join option on our channel as well. Stay safe and let's get up for this European tie tomorrow. Join me 9 o'clock for the West Ham Lyon preview. Stay safe and come on, you Irons.